So I'm coming out to look at my pond. There's been some interest in how it's been doing. Of course, talking gets the neighbor dog barking. It's been a tough winter. Everything is dying. Okay, I'm out here by my pond. A lot of questions about how it's doing. It was back in 2017 when I first got some fish and put them in an outdoor pond. It was a 50-gallon pond on the other side of the house. And now, it was in 2020, during the pandemic, that we were sitting at home. And I decided to go ahead and get a stock tank. Stock tank is one of those things you get from Tractor Supply that you can water your cattle, your horses, and it's I forget, it's 300 gallons of water, 6-foot diameter, a couple feet deep. It's hard to take a look at the fish with the glare. Got a polarizing filter, but let's see if I can get that polarizer to get some glare off of there. I don't know. But it was a tough winter. The kind of winter that knocked out most of the pond plants. In fact, pond plants, this plant here has always been good. It kind of comes and goes, but I've had this for many years. I think it's called watercress. Still got about 7 or 8 fish from the original group I bought back in 2017. I went and got feeder fish from the local store for $1 a piece. $2 got me 20-some fish. And now I got about 7. Some of them are quite large. But the pond is doing well. The fish are doing well. I lose a fish or two a year, maybe. And I decided to go out and get 10 more feeder fish. They're in here. I don't know that you can see them at all. But see if I get the fish to come over. So I put 10 little babies in here a few weeks ago. In fact, I thought I lost them all because they disappeared and I didn't see them for a week or two. And just the other day, at about the 2-week mark, which is now, I guess it was yesterday, the day before, I started to notice the babies swimming around on the bottom. I can see them now, but I don't know that the camera's catching them because of the glare. But the pond's doing well. and the fish are doing okay, and the babies are doing okay. But the reason why they disappeared is they're hiding. They stay hidden on the bottom. So, like I said, it's been a hard winter. I'm in Florida. In most of the United States, we've had a lot of snow, and even Florida, which doesn't get snow, got some freezing. Got a few nights where most of the yard plants, the outdoor plants, got knocked off and killed. Most of my pond plants that were, outside the pond, but, like these right here, a good deal of them died. Looks like this one here may have a little life to it coming back. I don't know, not much. And you can see the deadness of what the freeze did. But I did lose one fish in the freeze, and that's it, just the one. But I do have raccoons and cats and stuff that every once in a while they'll be able to grab a fish. I don't know if you could tell how large these are. That big gold one is 6-7 inches. Well, probably 7 inches. Good size goldfish. And so I'm got to tell you that all of the pond plants that were submerged had passed away and gone. And I'm going to have to get new lily pads. I'm going to have to get some new lily pads. The lilies, they can go from season to season. They're usually, I never had them bloom, but they're supposed to bloom. But the pads usually come up in the spring and stay all summer. And then sometime around October, as it gets colder, they kind of die back. But they come back the following year. Well, after a few years of that, I finally lost my lilies. This guy's coming up for some little bit of food I threw in earlier. And it's funny because you can buy these feeder fish. They don't look like anything of much when you get them, but I gotta tell you, once they start to grow out, many of them are comets, some of them are fancy tail, some of them are quite beautiful. And they don't don't try to pick colors. I do try to pick colors, but I try to stay away from black ones because they just disappear in the pond. And sometimes the gold ones don't really turn out to be gold in the pond. I don't know. You could try those, but if you find some that are multicolored. But what I mean by don't pick colors, don't expect the colors to stay. You can buy a little baby goldfish, and then that's gold, and then red and white, and then the patterns change over its life. Alright folks, that's about all I got to tell you today. Pond is doing well. I got to get new pond plants, new lilies, other type of submerged plants, and that's where I'm at right now. But people are interested, and I'd like to tell you at the beginning of the season where I got to clean up the backyard, get garden plants around, get the pond plants going. Fish are doing quite well, and I expect the babies will be growing. So until next time, I don't know how long that will be, but we'll catch you again.